Hi guys, today we will talk about new glides. Let's go. So what we're doing today, we basically talk about new glides. You ask yourself, yeah, but what new glides? There were new glides released by BTL VANCER. Some of you maybe know BTL VANCER from the wireless mouse, the Grexa or however you want to call it. I still can't pronounce it, to be honest. So the wireless mouse, which looks like a final mouse clone with those 3370 sensor, which I reviewed already, the original and the refreshed one. And now the latest release they have done is basically glides, which are comparable or people are comparing to Tiger Ice skates. And I make the work for you to buy a pack of Tiger Ice mouse skates for the Logitech G Pro X Superlight for this one. And then I didn't board, sorry. X-Ray Pad sent me one set, not two, like you get when you buy them, for this G Pro X Superlight. And I already have done the German review, so in front of this one, and I recorded to how to tear off your old G Pro stuff. At first, I want to say, before everything, I showed the boxes, Tiger Ice boxes made together with Tech, and then I showed the box X-Ray Pad sent it me. I don't know if that's also the box you get when you buy those two sets, but yeah, I don't care. It's just glides, you know. Then you also get some alcoholic pads to clean the section where you want to put the new glides on. I've done it in a different way, but you can do this. But please, if you scratch down your old glides from your G Pro, at first you will get down, for example, this, and then you see this. You need to scratch down this part too, because you need to see the raw plastic below the glide. So there is like a hump, and then there is like a deeper part of plastic on the shell where you can sit in the new glides. So looks like like a little hole where you put in your glides. And basically I've done this for both of them. And up front I measured all the glides. At first I measured the ESPORTS Tiger Ice glides. Basically, maybe some information is up front. ESPORTS Tiger is doing Tiger Arcs, Arc 2s, Tiger Ice. Normal arcs are basically the standard version. Then you have the Arc 2s, which are a little bit smoother, but can't be played with hard pads, plastic pads. And then you have the Ice, which basically have the smoothest characteristics for hybrid plastic pads and cloth pads, and also have the highest grade of wear down. So basically they have in terms of usage time, it's the shortest. So the way you can do on your pad is the lowest in kilometers. I don't know the numbers, but maybe they can tell us, or someone can tell how many kilometers these pads, the glides, are set for, on which pad, on which type. Because imagine if you use a glass pad like the Sky Pad, or a pad like the GSR, which I have here, the wear down will be different because of the pure mechanical force the pad gives or is doing to the skates themselves. So keep this in mind. Basically, I measured them and these Tiger Ice skates, basically, I can tell you, I still have the bottom here, the from the dot, which is this one here, still on it, and I can measure it again. Basically, they all have a slightly different height. The lowest height is on these, on the center ring, so on the glide about the sensor ring. This has the lowest height, it's like 0.8 millimeters, something like that. and the biggest height is like up to 1.1 millimeter on the front skate. And they are not the same height on every point. That's also one problem for me. They don't have the total same height. For example, here on this point and then on this point, they have different heights, and that's, I don't know, that's not good. It's not a sign of quality, to be honest. And then I compared it to these VANCERs. They are basically everywhere 0.7 millimeters high. On everywhere I measured, we're always the same. It's always the same, and it's pretty good. And I also bought this, how is it called in English, by the way? I don't know how it's called in English. In German we say Schiebelehre. I don't know how it's called in English, to be honest. Would need to check it, but it's not a cheap one. It's basically a kind of expensive one, and I also know how to use it because I done mechanical and metal work and CNC work and basically everything around metal for over 1 year in my work studies, and I just know how to use it. So the things I've measured are the way I've done, or how I know they needs to be done correct. So the Tiger ice skates are different in height on the front pad, on the sensor ring, on the back pad, and on the pad for the dot here. And the VANCERs are the same height everywhere. First I say this, pretty good. After I teared down all the glides from the G Pros, I installed everything on the first one, on the white one, which is basically the whole VANCER set, which looks like this. That's pretty good, was fitting pretty nice, to be honest. There were no problem with, there weren't any problems, to be honest. Was super easy to install. The sensor ring also was super clean to install. Was very good, very easy. Then I began to tear off the front glide from the, this one was it, from the Tiger ice, from this one here, from this pad. And one problem was already that, the tear in the front, when I teared off the PTFE feed from the foil, that the agent, so the how's it called, the glue, the part which is sticking to the plastic and to the foil and before, so the part in between the PTFE, the plastic, so the glue part was peeling or went off from the PTFE here in front and directly rolled on each other, over each other, on the sticky side. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I just tried to peel it off very slow, with a lot of feeling to just get it down very clean. And it was like, I don't know. I never saw this before, to be honest. And I was kind of shocked already. But I managed to bring back the agent, so the glue to the PTFE. I just went it down with a knife here, with the edge. I just made it over again, and it sticks perfectly now. But I was kind of shocked and surprised, to be honest. You can see it still a little bit. It's a little bit here on the front there, like a little mark. You can see it. And then I installed the back side. The back glide was also very good to install, no problem. There's a little gap here and here. You don't have the gaps on the VANCER. The VANCER has basically no gaps, and then here are still some small gaps on the top. And then I wanted to install the sensor ring, and as you can see, there is no sensor ring on the Tiger Ice one, because it's here. And if you see, I think you can see it already. There's no glue part, so it's not sticking. The reason is the same thing happened here. It sticked more on the blue foil than it was sticking on the PTFE side. and I have no idea why. And it was so sticky on the foil, I just teared off the sensor ring, and I just was like, feels strange. And I wanted to put it down, and I realized, okay, there's no glue agent, so there's no agent, no glue on it, no film. And then I saw, oh man, the film is still on the pad, and it's like I can't do anything. And I wanted to try to peel it off and put it on the ring. There's no way. And here, if I do it here, for example, nothing happens. Here's everything is okay here. So I have no idea why it was on the sensor ring and on the front glide that there was a problem with getting it off and losing the basically the glue. I have no clue why, but it for me it perfectly fits or shows the overall quality, because when I think about how or why a pad or skates have different heights for the same product in the same bag, which gets assembled together, I already asked myself why how they do it, and why are all the glides have different heights. I can't imagine why or how this can happen. And then you have something like this where you see that while you tear off or peel off the glides to assemble them on the mouse, the glue sticks more on the foil than on the PTFE feed. Then I can tell you quality level can't be that high, to be honest. I'm kind of disappointed because I know eSport Tiger ice skates already. I have them on my modded final mouse. They're very good. And with the same badge, I've ordered this once. I also ordered for my PMM new UL skates. Also ice. Also no problem. And they're pretty much the same, to be honest, like on my final mouse. And they feel also the same. They look the same. Yeah, and I'm kind of disappointed from the skates for the G Pro X Superlight. And I don't know. And in terms of rounded edges, which should save your pad basically from down usage, and which is like protecting you from the harm of the mouse and from bad mouse skates, I can tell you, yes, the glides here are thicker. That's why you think the edge rounding is better, because you see more. The height is way more. You know, it's like nearly 1/4 more in height that you can see on a rounded edge. That's a lot, to be honest. That's why you think, oh, that's better rounded than the VANCERs. But when you have the VANCER skates assembled on the mouse, you can see that they also have a very good, very decent, I would say, edge, but it's more like a ramp, to be honest. If you put it in the light, it's hard to say. If you have them installed and you put it in the light, you see that they make it more like a ramp, to be honest. It's the way from the initial edge, which is still higher than the plastic ring around the position the glide sits in, is very long. It's like basically looks like the edge here is up to 3 millimeters, so the ramp is up to 3 millimeter in total way to the plateau of the total glide. That's pretty good, and you feel it in kinds or in terms of smoothness on a hybrid pad, on a very rough hybrid pad like a Strider or a rough Hien or a High-End Otsu, or even other rough hybrid pads. I can tell you the total speed the glides have is not very different, but the smoothness, so the smooth feeling about the roughness, so how you feel it, how do you feel the movement when you change moving the mouse in different directions, you feel that the VANCERs feel way smoother. You don't have this roughness imitating, or you you don't feel the scratchiness of the roughness over the glides on the mouse. So the VANCERs feel way smoother also. Then I went over to my other room and got your good Sovi GSR pad. And I also compared it here for the German version, and I do it here also again. It's still, honestly, the way they've done the glides, the height, which is basically the same height as the original skates have, like this 0.2 millimeter thickness, which is the same thickness as the original the original G Pro Superlight glides have, is very good made. The edges are very good made, and in total, on a hybrid and on a mid to slow control pad, on a mud pad, feels very good. Way smoother, way more enjoyable. Still very responsive on both pads, but in total I would say the VANCERs won this, to be honest. On X-Ray Pad they only have like 3 products. Yeah, it's way better. And here now you would say, yeah, but you don't have the sensor ring. Guys, the glides here are so high, you don't even touch, the plastic is not even touching the the GSR or something else. You don't even feel it. There's no scratching, zero. Because when you have them assembled, the height difference is 0.2 millimeters compared the VANCERs to the Tiger Eyes. The Tiger Eyes are 0.2 millimeters higher here on the front leap from the plastic to the glide than the VANCERs. And that's why you never will feel the plastic. When you see from side, there's no way this plastic will touch the pad with these glides on them. Here it would be something else, I think, cause hardly, but yeah, way better. So for me the VANCERs won. And then also there's another fact, to be honest. X-Ray Pad is selling a set of 2, so you get 2 packs of them, as you can see here on the photo. You get it 2 times for, what is it, 8, so $9 US, and the Tiger Eyes set is $7 US 1 set. So over here you pay $2 US more, but you get like 2 sets. So for me, everything is totally clear here. I never tried core pads, guys. Don't ask me about this down in the comment sections. I only tried those 2 and the original ones on the G Pro Superlight. And for me, there's a clear winner. That's the BTL VANCER ones. And I can tell you guys, once a week I'm spending 4 to 8 hours on some Chinese sites to check out new products. And I already saw there are way more glides available of these VANCERs than they have here in X-Ray Shop. Maybe they get more, but for now they have for the OG Pro Wireless, for the X Superlight, and for the Razer Viper 2, they have the sets. And from what I see here of the quality and how they are made and in general how they behave, I would say that's the better choice over Tiger Eyes, guys. So I hope this this new kind of format was informative for you. So I gave you a lot of informations. There was the stuff you were thinking about or asking yourself about before you want to get a new set of glides for your mouse. And I can tell you, it also was different for me to do this for you. I hope I did not forget something which was important, but for me, for my own internal checklist, everything is set. And just by pricing, quality, I can clearly say the VANCERs are the winner. So guys, thanks for watching. See you on the next video. Goodbye.